Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Get Dirty Garage, where today it's time to start tearing apart our donor car here. So got to get some parts together so we can start fitting in engine, transmission, interior, those kind of things that we're planning on using. So we'll dust off the old Camaro here and see if we can't get a few pieces and parts off of this thing. So basically that means we've got to dust off the millimetric tools that I own. There's a few of them, but and probably do a lot of goggle searching for trying to figure out how to get things apart. But we'll see how far we can get and what we can use, and we'll go from there. So we've got a lot of work to do, so let's go ahead and let's get dirty. Is this thing on? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna start with these seats. Try and get these up out of here. There appear to be those, I don't know, those star-looking things. So we'll pull. Got some access to the back bolts. I have no idea how the front comes out, but I did leave the battery hooked up to at least get the seats moved around until we can figure out how they will get out of here, I guess. So let's see if we can't break these loose and unplug them and see what's going on underneath. I'm hoping that the front of these just kind of slide into a bracket, because I got no idea where the bolts might go through. There's nothing on the bottom, so we'll see. Guess it's longer than it looks. It still doesn't want to come out of there. Yeah, it is longer than it looks. Okay. Grab this other side. Dark in here. I'm gonna have to get me some real lights. Those two are out. And I guess we'll see what happens when we pull this back up. Well, it appears that it might come out from underneath there, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. That side's out. right. Well, we do have things loose. Hey, found a quarter. Making money. All right, now comes electrical connector. I need to get a little bit of light on that one. Okay. Well, we are free. All right, well, that's some funky attachments in there, but let's see. Plenty of fast food. Random garbage, but that gets us at least a one of the seats out. The connector's got kind of a slide thing on it that you got to slide to one side, get it uncoupled. But we'll repeat on the other side and then see what we can come up with for console and fun stuff like that. So pick it up from there. Okay, wanted to show you real quick these front pieces on the seat rail actually just have a little hook that goes down into the body itself. I mean, took the two bolts out in the back, and then this connector has this little slide widget thing here that pull out and unlocks and then just pops right off. So that's how the seat comes out. Wasn't too tough after figured it out, but just two back bolts and then basically take the seat rearward and get those front hooks undone. So that'll get your seats out. All right, attacking this center console. From what I can understand, these side panels just kind of snap off of here. Up underneath all that fun stuff. Yep, just snaps on both sides. Then we got a few bolts and things, but I think I'm gonna have to pull some covers and stuff off here. So one thing I want to do probably is get this thing into neutral if I can. Time to pull the battery out, so don't want to play with that dinging forever. Okay, well, we got both side panels out. Well, see if we can't get this center trim up out of here. I think this is just clips. Right, well, now we've got get this harness disconnected. And that plate will come out with the gauges, so that's handy. Now I know I got to get this shifter plate kind of up out of here. Need a different size, smaller millimetrics. Okay, I guess it's that size. I have no idea. But looks like there's 4 screws on the shifter plate. I'm sure this knob's got to come off at some point. Okay, let's see what we can find out with this knob here. Cover down there. Just pick that off. Okay, that seems to be like a one of those Torx thingies. Alright, well, we'll try some of these. That should do it. Put that back in there before I lose it. So there's a couple little clips left. Okay. Little bulb here. Shifter plate. Okay. Now, see if we can find the secret to getting this whole thing out here. Looks like we've got a few screws in the cover on the back. These are just Phillips. There's 2 of them on each side. that cover off. Now, I know I've got a couple of bolts up here. I think those are 13 metrics. Yep. So let's go ahead and pull those out. See what that gets us. Looks like there might be a ground screw or a ground bolt here too. But it's 10 metrics, so I'm not sure if we're gonna pull this one out or not, but since it's up, all right, now let's see if there's to be a attachment here in the back. And just a Phillips head. Let's see, maybe one Phillips here in the center too. Looks like that center one does not have to come out. That holds the cup holder in there. But looks like these front Phillips have to come out. I pulled those bolts out, and I think that's just for the bracket. So we'll try it with just a Phillips head. Okay, I think it might be loose. Harnesses to disconnect. All right, center console out. Boy, what a big pile of stuff under there. So, all right, well, at least that gets us a spot to start from. See what we can come up with next. All right, let's work on getting these door panels off. I think there's some, yeah, it looks like just some little covers. Got a Torx bit in there. You know, there's one behind the handle here. And a millimetric down there. No sense in using the same fasteners for same panel, you know. But let's see if we can't figure out how all this stuff pops off of here. Usually door panels are pretty common. We've got a few screws that hold around the handles and pulls areas and so on, and then just a lot of clips that hold them in place. So we're taking a gamble that that's the case. All right, looks like that's a 7 metrics. And there's also one up here, so I'm assuming there's a couple on the bottom if they put them on around the edges. So we'll take a quick look. Yep. Some more 7 metrics. There. Okay, got all those off, so let's do a little pry action here. See if we can't get this popped free. See how many clips we break in the process. Looks like a couple up here as well. All right. Now it's always down to lots and lots of wire connections here. Looks like there's a little cover for this tweeter. Just a Phillips in the back here. And the magic part is always just finding the little tab that disconnects all the harnesses. So it's like magic buttons. Okay. Looks like we got a free door panel. So, yeah, it's just some harness connections for switches and so on. A little tweeter, but comes off pretty much standard fare, I think. So that'll get us those off. We'll get the other one off on the other side and go from there. Okay, so I went ahead and got both door panels off, and I pulled the mirrors off, and which meant I had to pull the this shield or vapor barrier, whatever, and off. And I'm not sure what kind of dragon snot that they're using at this point, but man, that stuff is sticky. So that didn't come off all that easy. It just actually had to run along it with a knife and slice it. So it's good for vapor sealing, I guess. But anyways, then I jumped on to I was gonna try and record for you, taking the dash pad out and kind of show you what's going on there. This whole dash pad or panel comes off. And looking on the interwebs and stuff on the instructions, basically it says disassemble car assembly and then remove the dash pad. So I took off, I'm guessing maybe 40 different random fasteners, whether they're Phillips or 7mm or Torx or 10 millimeters or 13 millimeters, or all the different metrics that I had in my box. So anyways, and trying to film that was kind of a mess. I really didn't have room in the car to kind of put a good camera angle. So basically what it was is about 4 hours of you looking at my back and me hurling insults at the dash. So anyways, I just wanted to let you know that really didn't make for good content there. But I think at this point I'm gonna try and take this support out of here. And it says in the manuals and stuff that you got to remove the windshield to get the bolts out, but there's a trick where people cut the bolts off and be able to get that out of there, because this whole heater box is a trouble area apparently on all of these monsters. So I'm going to try that, because I really don't care about putting it back into this vehicle, but I'd really like kind of a good support bar as I move that over to the Elko. So we will take a look at trying that next. So that's where we're at. Okay, I'm going to attempt to get this steering column down. It appears that it's like a T40 something or other Torquses. So let's see if we can't get this broken free. Okay. All right, with that down and out of the way, we'll attack the rest of the bolts holding this in, and we'll get to these the front bolts here. That should be interesting. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled the steering column completely out, which was just another bolt down there on the rack itself, and just separated the U-joint and so on. But to get this out of here, I mean, looks like I've got to take off this brake bracket back in there, and then up in there is the offending bolt that is too long to pull out without having to pull the windshield out. So I'm going to try and see if I can get something up in there to slice that off. And then on the top side of that, what it looks like, you can pull that bolt up, and you've got a little bit of clearance there to the windshield. So we can get at least clearance to pull this whole thing straight out. So I'm gonna work on pulling those different bolts out, and then we can see, you know, and then on each side there's mounting bolts on the top and the sides over there, so that whole thing should come out as a complete rack, I think. So anyways, we'll give it a shot. Okay, so I believe I have a plan. I'm gonna go at this side, the driver's side, with a Dremel tool and a cutting wheel. I guess it's like a little cutting wheel. And then I'm gonna try the other side with a Sawzall, because I can't quite get the Dremel up in the other side. So we'll give this a shot and see if we can't cut those the ends of those bolts off, and that way we can get those top bolts out of there, because I really don't want to smash the windshield out of this if I don't have to. So, but we'll give that a shot. Well, that seems to do a whole lot of nothing other than destroy Dremel blades, so I'm gonna figure something else out, and we'll pick it up at that point. Okay, was finally able to get through the driver's side with the Dremel. Just had to reload on blades and just keep at it. So took another 3 blades to get through it, but did get that bolt loosened up. So I'm gonna try and this one's kind of behind the heater box, so I'm gonna try and get in there with this. See if we can't do the same thing on this side. Okay, that was much cleaner, but it's just a 13mm bolt that goes down through all that stuff. Hopefully I cut it off short enough where I can get it up and out of that weld nut. so. Okay. Now, it is time to figure out what's holding what where. And do some investigating here and then do some serious yanking. So hopefully this will come out next. Okay, well I think I've got the last 10 or so top secret hidden fasteners out, I think. We'll see. But yeah, there was a couple up on the top here, one way back in the corner underneath the brake pedal. So see if we can't find some leverage in this. Find out what's connected and what's not. I think I got a connection still on the other side. Got a couple of connections. I think one more. All right, I think we're actually free. Maybe. One on the console. All right. I think. Okay, I'm gonna declare victory at this point, so I think clean up a little bit of this mess and see what fasteners I can sort out, and then we'll get back to it at that point. Alright, with dashing everything out, let's see if we can't get this carpet out of here finally. maybe. All right, well, we're gonna French fry. That's always good, but okay, I think we are cleaned up on the inside for what we're gonna use, I believe. I'll probably steal this power cable, but should be good to go at this point. So let's start working on the next stuff. Okay, so kind of a summary of where we're at. Got dash completely out, console, seats, carpet, front, rear, all that fun stuff. Door panels, mirrors, etc., etc. So, believe it or not, looking pretty clean in there. I think I got out most of what we'll probably try and reuse and be able to adapt. And believe it or not, this is the pile of stuff that came out of that little space. So there's lots of things to pick through and see what we can and cannot use, but all came out fairly decent. Just a lot of sweating and swearing and all that fun stuff, trying to figure out all the magic clips to hold everything in. There's, you know, probably 100 different fasteners that they use in there. Not very common with anything, but if you got any specific questions on how anything came out that we didn't get a video of, just shoot me a comment and we can help you out. Hey guys, I think that's going to do it for this edition of Let's Get Dirty Garage. A bunch of random parts that we're able to get out and stack up, but I think a bunch of it can be usable. A lot of modifications necessary as we go forward, but I appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't yet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all the support that we've gotten there. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If there's questions that you got, we can try and answer what we did and getting all that fun stuff out. But thanks so much for getting dirty with me today, and we'll see you next time. Take care.